they've had in the past, continued, and look to continue this year. Always a great baseball game.
Yeah, they definitely have that. Looking back, and you can go all the way back to the early 2000s, back when I was in school. Our rivals, we kind of had the same rivals, but the rival was Jeff Davis. And there was no question about it. That's who you wanted to beat at any given time, and that still lingers. So you can consider this a rivalry game.
Oh, without a doubt. Even though it's a non-region game, two of your top 5 teams in AA easily right here.
Oh, no doubt.
Any given year, especially this year.
Oh, no doubt. And you mentioned and touched on that Jeff Davis has quite a legacy, as that they do. Coming off a year last year that I think they were a little disappointed in and made an Elite Eight run, got put out by a very good Mount Perrin team. But if you go back even further than that, just in the last 6 years, they have 3 state championships.
Yeah, which is very hard to do. It's hard to win one, much less 3 in a 5 or 6 year span.
No doubt. In that same 6 seasons, a record of 170 and 61. That's pretty good baseball.
Not too shabby.
The Pirates will have their work cut out, as we mentioned earlier in the year, that it doesn't get any easier for the Pirates, and here we are. And Jeff Davis, ready to play another tough game. Looks like we're getting the players lined up on the field ready for the national anthem. So I think we'll take a short break. We'll come back with some lineups, and we'll have a first pitch here in Jeff Davis. You're listening to Pirate Baseball on 96.7 The Big Wolf.
Play ball! Woody Folsom Ford is always proud to support the Pirates. When it comes to financing, selection, service, and sales, the team at Woody Folsom Ford knows how to hit it out of the park. Round the bases to Woody Folsom Ford in Baxley and see for yourself.
Let's go!
New or pre-owned, bling or budget, big or small, Woody Folsom Ford has them all. And ask about the lifetime powertrain warranty. It all starts when you talk to Woody.
It's gone!
Go Pirates!
Trinity Electrical Services is proud to provide the absolute best in industrial and commercial lighting. Folks from all around trust Trinity. They set the industry standard in industrial and commercial contracting work, including sports field lighting and airfield construction. Give owner Chad Hutchinson a call today. 912-366-7773. Again, that number, 912-366-7773. Trinity Electrical Services, located at 2317 Golden House West, Suite 4 in Baxley.
Looking for the perfect manufactured or modular home? Look no further. Introducing Uri's Home Center, your premier manufactured home dealer serving Georgia, Florida, and Tennessee. At Uri's Home Center, we're committed to finding you the ideal manufactured or modular home that fits your lifestyle and budget. Whether you're a first-time buyer, a growing family, or looking to downsize, we have the home for you. Call us today, 912-240-0111, or visit us on the web at uris.com. That's YUREZZ.com. Promotional offers and availability may vary. See store for details.
All right, welcome back. Jeff Davis on the field, as they are the home team today. And let's get you some lineups for those that were not able to make the 15-minute drive over to Jeff Davis. You got a Jeff Davis lineup for us there, Mason?
We'll go ahead and get those Yellow Jackets right there. It's Yellow Jackets last night, Yellow Jackets tonight, Saf. Leading things off for Jeff Davis County is going to be number 8, Trayton Webster. He's going to be patrolling center field for him. Batting second, number 9, playing right field is Hayden Turner. Batting third, number 7, the DH Duke Stone, and he's hitting for the catcher, Dylan Carlock, number 17. Batting in the cleanup holes, number 3, first baseman Carter Mullis, batting fifth. And doing the pitching tonight, as we expected, Mr. Alex Mason, the Georgia Southern commit and signee now. Batting sixth, number 6, third baseman Jackson Sayre. Batting seventh, number 2, Ethan Picanzo, and he'll be playing second base. Batting eighth, number 4, Camden Munsiak. He'll be playing left field. And batting ninth, your shortstop, number 13, Eli Sanders.
All right, now to your Pirate lineup. We're going to lead things off with Colin Ewaldson. He'll be out at second base tonight instead of left. Grayson Hall's over at short in the 2 spot. Jason Griffiths will still have that 3 spot held down. He's on the mound. Nate Livingston is behind the plate. He'll be batting cleanup. NJ Nats in the 5 spot out in center field. John Evans Sykes will be the DH for Caden Walls, who's out in left field. Cole Higgins over at first base in the 7th spot. Jack Carter out in right field batting 8th. And end things up will be Nolan Sykes again. And you look at these lineups, Mason, and the one thing that really jumps out at you is we got ourselves a good old pitcher's duel here.
We do. If you love good baseball and what should be a fairly low-scoring affair, this is your game, as you're going to see 2 Division I arms and possibly a third, what I would consider Division I arm as well, as if Colin Watson comes in to close this thing out. And the first pitch from Alex Mason's a fastball right down Broadway, and Colin Watson was sitting on it and fouled it straight back. 0-1 is your count as we are underway here in Hazelhurst, Georgia.
Mason working out of the stretch to lead things off as that pitch is swung on and missed. 0-2 now.
Fastball changeup mix there from Alex Mason right out of the gate here, as Alex Mason is going to be one of the better pitchers you see in South Georgia.
That's going to be upstairs. He tried to get him to go after a fastball above the letters. He did not. 1-2. And, yeah, I agree. You could make the argument this is going to be one of the better pitchers you see throughout the whole year,
playoffs included, and may run into him in the playoffs.
He went outside with that one, and we got a great view of home plate tonight, and that one did miss. Or we at least got a really good view of the outer half.
We do. I love playing at this field, Taft. Ball always carried extremely well here.
2-2, too far out. Now 3-2.
Another changeup that just missed outside, as Alex Mason's been within inches of the plate so far.
He is all around it. Now the payoff pitch, Steve Watson. Too high, and he draws a leadoff walk, something he has been very good at the last year, including this one.
Yes, sir. As he walks and found himself in an 0-2 hole extremely quick, worked it all the way back, and got the leadoff walk. So as a pitcher, you hate that on the mound, but Colin Watson did a great job working the count and quality at bat there, as well as leadoff base runner. Hall squares around the bunt, and he gets it down. A great one down the first base line, and an athletic play by Alex Mason as he's running down the first base line, grabbed the ball as it was rolling with his bare hand and underhanded it to the first baseman Mullis for out number 1. But the job is done as Grayson Hall gets that runner into scoring position.
Yeah, he had no choice but to flip that up and pitch it immediately. It was a very athletic play by Mason. A good small ball for the Pirates. As the game was moving so quick, I was going to mention there, it was a great spot to do it. As against a guy like this, you got to get runners in scoring position however you can.
Very good spot, as you want some early runs against Alex Mason, as they're going to be very hard to get, I would assume, as that fastball is right down the middle for a called strike on Dason Griffiths. He'll be toeing the rubber on the other side of Mason today for the Pirates. 0-1 to Griffiths, 1 out here in the top half of the first.
Big matchup here. He goes off speed pitch, misses low and in, now 1-1.
First breaking ball we've seen from him tonight.
As Dason just did miss his second home run of the year yesterday in Wayne County and would have tied the game up. He hit it off the top of the fence, or he hit it well. Like another off speed, I believe, and he missed a little low, 2-1.
So good hitters count here for Dason, as you've seen 2 breaking balls in a row that missed for balls. So more than likely going back to that fastball of Mason's.
As he puts a big swing on that one and fouls it into foul territory. Kerlock calling for it. First baseman comes over. Not sure who made the catch. First baseman did.
Carter Mullis makes the catch right in front of the Jeff Davis dugout on that warning track they've got in front of Coach Glass and Coach Cody Ogilvy, who handles all the pitch calling and pitching rotations for the Jeff Davis Yellow Jackets. Played against him during my day and in college as well. That's going to bring up the Pirate cleanup hitter, Nate Livingston. 2 outs here in the top half of the first. Colin Watson, your runner at second base.
First pitch to Livingston was a breaking ball right down the middle, 0-1. And, yeah, Kerlock and Mullis, a little bit of lack of communication there as they actually collided. Wasn't a hard collision, but they did run into each other as that ball's hit on the ground into the 5-6 hole. Shortstop got filled with a backhand. He's not going to have a play. as he tries to catch Ewaldson sleeping when he rounds third base.
Pretty smart play from Eli Sanders there. He saw that nobody was occupying third base, so Ewaldson was more apt to make that turn just in case he did try to make that throw back across the diamond. But as soon as he fielded it in the 5-6 hole, it was carrying him towards third base, so he just continued to make that little banana peel towards third base and actually almost got Colin Ewaldson coming back to the bat.
He did. And I seen Coach Griffiths over there hollering, stop, stop, stop. As if he would have rounded one more step, he's in trouble.
Yeah, we would have had the third out right there at third base, which is something you do not like to see. So great time for NJ Nance to come up with a 2-out hit to put the Pirates ahead here. As your Pirates have did a good job of starting very fast early and often. The first couple of innings have been our best friends.
Really has. Livingston. Did we get a pinch runner?
We did.
I didn't catch who it was. Is that Turner?
I believe so.
As that first pitch was in there for a called strike.
Garrison Turner, your courtesy runner for catcher Nate Livingston. Fastball misses up and away for ball one. 1-1's the count to the Pirates center fielder, NJ Nance.
Umpire's going to come out and talk to Mason. Not sure what he'd be telling him there.
He had to take something off of his left wrist, I believe.
NJ was standing in the way, so I couldn't see. But
he took something off of his left wrist and put it in his back left pocket. So we'll do it again here. 1-1 the count. 2 outs, top half of the first. Runners at the corners for the Pirates.
And the 1-1 breaking ball. He got out front, 1-2. He comes up empty. And peers down at his wristband. And awaits the 1-2. Turner's on his way to second. Pitch swung on and missed. Not going to matter, as that is the third out of the inning. So nothing doing for the Pirates. They did get one hit. We're going to go to the bottom half of the first. No score. You're listening to Pirate Baseball on 96.7 The Big Wolf.
Hi, I'm Gretchen Johnson Bailey. Experience matters. Experience not only as a probate judge, but also in every aspect of the court's daily activities. I have worked in every position within this court and have the knowledge to continue to serve. The years have flown by as I have learned the probate laws and have implemented them. I stand on my record with the probate court. Look for the name Gretchen Johnson Bailey, Athling County Probate Judge, regardless of your party choice. I'm Gretchen Johnson Bailey, and I approve this message.
You've reached Cody's cell phone. Please leave me a message after the beep and I'll call you back.
Hey man, listen, I know your trailer's busted and you want to borrow mine, but I'm going to need it this weekend. So just do what I did. Go to Down to Earth Trailers in Baxley. Their parts showroom is huge. They will hook you up with everything you need to get your trailer up and running like brand new. They have a huge selection. They've been in business for over 20 years, so you know they're in it for the long haul. Give Down to Earth Trailers a call at 877-363-3007.
Identify yourself. WUFE and W244CR. Baxley.
I like them even better now.
The greatest hits of all time. The Big Wolf 96.7.
Welcome back. Going to the bottom half of the first as Dason Griffiths is on the mound taking his warm-up pitches. And Jeff Davis is going to lead things off here with Trayton Webster, Hayden Turner, and Duke Stone. All familiar names.
Very familiar, as all of them have returned from last year. Duke Stone, usually a pillar and cornerstone at the top half of this rotation. He and Alex Mason are one of the stronger 1-2 punches usually in the state of Georgia at any classification. And he is shut down for the year, I believe.
Last I heard is he may come in some closing roles, but I don't know if that's changed at any point. That was earlier in the season.
He had the Tommy John bracing done, which is a less invasive surgery from what I was told. And that went well. Recovery went well, but I was told that either very early on in the season during practice or during a game he dove and having some shoulder issues as well now. So trying to play it safe with him, as I'm sure I've got a couple pals around here that I can find out 100% sure from, as them losing him is a big, big piece missing in that rotation.
Can't argue with that. The Yellow Jackets are going to lead it off with the left-handed Webster.
And going back to Stone, he signed with Mississippi State, so he'll be playing college baseball in the SEC. Mississippi State, if you do follow college baseball, they're not too shabby.
Not at all. Had to run at the championship, a couple years ago?
They won it all a few years ago, and they've been contending for it ever since as well. So Trayton Webster is going to be the first Yellow Jacket to greet Dason Griffiths.
Dason is going to go fastball first pitch, fouled back straight towards me. 0-1 will be your count. Pirates in the black jerseys tonight, white pinstripes, red letters. Jeff Davis in the all-white jerseys. Blue lettering outlined in gold with the gold numbers. And that pitch was in there for a called strike. Oh, and 2 just slapped it, and it went foul down the third base line. Hope they got some hot chocolate tonight. That over there in Wayne County was good last night.
It sure was.
Saved the day. 0-2 pitch on the way to the leadoff man. There's another defensive swing. Jeff does get a piece of it.
Webster battling here with 2 strikes, doing a great job. He's doing a very good job out in center field for the Yellow Jackets the last year and a half, 2 years here. I'm pretty positive he's fairly young, Taft. Sophomore, possibly?
I believe that's correct. 0-2. He does a really good job of just throwing the bat on the ball and staying alive as he does that exactly that there.
Chucking up on the bat and knows that Dason Griffiths is better than your average high school arm.
Jeff Davis has started the season 0-3, but don't let that number fool you.
As I'm sure Coach Glass had him playing some very good baseball teams.
Well, as that pitch is going to be hit off the end of the bat out towards the second baseman. And Colin E. Walton will make the play for out number 1. Yeah, your first game of the year was against the defending 7A state champs, Lowndes. And then you run into Thomas County Central, and you also played Wayne. So no slouches in there
at all. That's going to bring in Hayden Turner, the Yellow Jacket right fielder. He's actually a Baxley boy through and through. His granddaddy's Mr. Lamar Turner, as he check swings right there through a curveball. 0-1 to Turner.
Now the 0-1 pitch. Goes fastball lined at Higgins, and he's able to make the play. Out number 2.
Very good piece of hitting there by Turner as he did barrel it up. And 2 quick outs here for the Pirates here as Duke Stone approaches the plate. If you're just joining us, it's still 0-0 in the bottom half of the first. 2 outs and Duke Stone stepping into the box. Griffiths looking at the ball, flipping it around in his hand, and we're ready to go now. Looked to be a changeup that caught the inside corner for strike 1 to Stone, about knee high. And jumps ahead here.
We mentioned earlier Stone is a guy that possesses the power to keep you honest as he swings over the under a fastball 0-2.
Letter high. Duke Stone with his 6'5", 6'6" frame, that letter high fastball to him does look very appealing.
0-2. Got him looking. He went fastball low and away, and he got the call. And that's 3 up and 3 down for the Yellow Jackets. No score. Going to go to the top half of the second. You're listening to Pirate Baseball on 96.7, The Big Wolf.
Resetting your password, unsubscribing from emails, printing anything. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an Auto Owners Insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your business doesn't have to be one of them, so you can get back to more important things, like learning how that printer works. That's simple human sense.
See Rinse and Rinse Insurance, South Main Street in Baxley, or call 912-367-1479 for all your insurance needs.
Everyone at South Georgia Insurance Associates wants to wish the Appling County Pirate baseball team a fantastic season. South Georgia Insurance Associates is an independent agency bringing the best in auto, agribusiness, recreational vehicle, church, flood, and business insurance to Baxley and surrounding areas. They work with many different insurance companies to find a plan that's perfect for you. You can learn more about the services and resources that South Georgia Insurance Associates offers and request a quote online at sgiainsurance.com. That's sgiainsurance.com. Go Pirates!
Are you looking for compassionate primary care for you and your family? Someone who can be there for you 7 days a week as needed? Well, look no further than Healthy Community Center in Baxley, where Cheryl Cox and Nicole Lee, family nurse practitioners, provide primary care to patients in Baxley and surrounding areas. If you're looking for a change or for someone who will be there for you when you need them, not just when it's convenient, give us a call at 912-705-2273 and let us take care of you.
John Evans Sykes is ready to step in the box in the top half of the second. No score. And if that first inning is any peek at what we're going to see in this game, a pitcher's duel could be on the way.
It is going to be the one we thought it was. As the first one to Sykes was fouled off straight behind us here. Fastball on the outside corner. And he was sitting dead red, as you've got to here against Alex Mason.
You do. He has very good off-speed stuff and a very good breaking ball. So I think you have to sit dead red, and when you get it, go.
Easily a three-pitch guy, and probably has a fourth get-me-over, as that breaking ball is in there for a called strike, too.
Pirates did get a hit back in the top half of the first. We're not able to score him. As Sykes swings over the top of that one, and that's out number one.
Going to bring the Pirate first baseman, Cole Higgins, up to the plate.
Cole had a couple of hits last night.
He did. 2 big hits. Get Cole Higgins on track, get him going. It's another stick in the lineup that we definitely could use.
A little behind the fastball, 0-1. And if you're this Pirate team, you know you're seeing a good pitcher on the mound in Mason. As 0-1's on the way, he swung on and missed 0-2. You definitely want to call it. You had too many strikeouts last night. So you may not come in here and get 10 or 15 hits, but if you can just lower the strikeout amount and put the ball in play, you got to feel like you're making progress.
It's very reasonable to be able to cut that number in half.
Stays alive as he hits a line shot out into the parking lot foul.
As through 5 innings last night, I believe the Pirates had struck out 13 times.
I think it was 15 out of 21 outs by way of strikeout.
When it was all said and done.
One on and missed, and that'll be out number 2.
So after Mason started out a tad bit shaky for his standards, he's now struck out 3 in a row. It's going to bring up the Pirate right fielder, Mr. Jack Carter.
And the first pitch to Carter is that inside breaking ball.
Starting at Jack's hip, bringing it back across the plate to catch that inside corner, and he jumps ahead of another Pirate hitter.
Went right back to it and got the call again, 0-2.
And now as the hitter, you're like, well, is he going to go to the well a third time, or are we going to run some high heat about letter high?
You got me confused here. I would guess high heat, but we shall see.
Yeah, I would have to say high fastball. Well, that's where he wanted it. Just overthrew it a tad bit. catcher flashed. And now it wouldn't shock me to see him go back to that breaking ball.
I would agree. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, no score here in the top of the second. He does go right back to it in the same exact spot and gets the call, and he strikes out the side. Going to go to the bottom half of the second. No score. You're listening to Pirate Baseball on 96.7 The Big Wolf.
Getting only one fuel bill a month sure saves time and money, and that's just one of the many benefits since Murray Oil and Altamaha Oil have teamed up. The combined businesses mean better pricing on most petroleum products. Be sure to fill up at the convenient key pumps just off South Main Street in Baxley, where all grades of fuel are available. And now when you need diesel, they make it easy to get your DEF fluid at the same time with their convenient DEF pump, only at Altamaha Oil. Murray Oil and Altamaha Oil, working together to better serve you.
When should you call Lisa Pierce at the Lisa Pierce Agency in Baxley? If you drive this. If you fly this. If you ride this. Lisa Pierce is serious about protecting your business investments and toys. Stop and see Lisa Pierce at 395 West Parker Street in Baxley. Or call her at 912-367-4100. She makes it personal.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
Welcome back in what is a very fast progressing baseball game so far. As we're already in the bottom half of the second, as both pitchers have been mowing their way through the lineups. Jason Griffith still on the mound. He went 1, 2, 3 in the first. So he will see 4, 5, and 6. That'll be Mullis, Mason, and Sayer. So the right-handed first baseman for the Yellow Jackets tightens his batting glove up and steps in.
As this young man has a lot of power as well.
He does. I can remember one in particular he hit against us. That was a no-doubter. First pitch swung on and missed, 0-1.
Good-looking first pitch change up there from Dason, as he had Mullis right over the top of it. Griffith's doing a good job of getting ahead of these hitters.
Great breaking ball as he gave up on that one and it came back across the plate, 0-2. He's seen Mason do it several times in that inning. He said, I can do the same.
As Mullis has his toes on that line.
0-2 went fastball. Guess it missed just a bit outside.
Great 2-strike pitch, as that is the ideal location. And 1 and 2 here to the Yellow Jacket first baseman.
Breaking ball swung on and missed, and that'll be out number 1. Not sure if he didn't get a piece of that.
He did.
Livingston was able to hold on to it. It's going to bring up Alex Mason, pitcher-on-pitcher matchup. Another big, tall righty.
Yes, sir. Very good frame.
Way behind the fastball there. As that one was in the 90s, I looked over at the radar gun.
And I have seen several of these Yellow Jackets so far. Their stances have changed slightly from last year. As that fastball is in there for a called strike 2. Hayden Turner looked to be doing a little different thing with his hands, and Alex Mason's got a pronounced load here, as that breaking ball is down in the zone for ball 1. So yeah, they're making a few minor adjustments here and there, like you would expect a good baseball team to do.
1 and 2. Time called by Mason. And he went fastball, breaking ball. He had 93 on the radar gun, followed by a 75-mile-an-hour curveball.
Pretty hard to hit.
1-2, he goes fastball again, upstairs.
92. As we do not know what we're getting to watch here tonight, Taff. If we love baseball. This is it as Alex Mason fouls that changeup off as he was check swinging almost, and that circle change action had a little movement back towards him, and it caught a piece of his bat. But, yes, we're high 80s, low 90s from both sides here in South Georgia. On a cool night, it doesn't get much better.
2-2, breaking ball, lined into center field. NJ's not going to be able to get that one. It's in there for a one-out single.
As Mason did a great job of capitalizing on that hanging breaking ball with 2 strikes there from Griffiths. And that is the first hit of the evening for the Yellow Jackets. And it looks like we're going to get a courtesy runner for the pitcher, Alex Mason. And that is going to be Jude Worthington, number 10.
So Worthington over at first. Number 6, Jackson Sayer will step in.
The Yellow Jacket third baseman.
Both teams have managed 1 hit here in the bottom of the second. Still no score.
As this is a game that you've got to think that 2 or 3 runs could possibly win this thing.
Most definitely. His fastball, hard line drive over to the third baseman. Caught, thrown over to first, and doubled off with a double play.
Great play by Nolan Sykes. Great awareness as he caught that one about 2 inches off the ground, and Worthington was off as he didn't even have to rush the throw back to first base. And just like that, double play gets the Pirates out of a soon-to-be jam, it looked like. And after 2 complete here, we are tied at 0-0. You're listening to Pirate Baseball on 96.7 The Big Wolf.
Livingston's Garage and Wrecker Service is Baxley's trusted auto repair shop. Their skilled and professional team is committed to getting you back on the road without breaking the bank. They do everything from oil changes and tire rotations to battery work and mechanic work, and they offer a 24-hour wrecker service. They even haul heavy equipment. Located on US 1 north of Baxley, Livingston's Garage, locally owned and operated. Give Livingston's Garage and Wrecker Service a call today, 367-2459. That's 367-2459.
Nothing beats that ride home after winning the big game, especially if you're riding home in your new ride from Woody Folsom Chevrolet Buick GMC. Woody's highly trained team has been coached to get you the most car for your money and the most money for your car. Let us go to bat for you. Whether you're looking for the latest, greatest, top-of-the-line sports car or a safe, sensible SUV to take the kids to and from the game, you'll find your perfect ride when you talk to Woody. Together, let's drive to Woody Folsom Chevrolet Buick GMC in Baxley.
If you're a Class A CDL holder with at least 2 years of experience, come on out and apply to Williams Brothers Trucking. WBT cares about the safety of their employees, and they want you as a part of their family. They offer great benefits, competitive pay, 401k, health care, and hauls that will have you back home every day. We look forward to working better together with you. Williams Brothers Trucking wants to wish the Appleton County Pirate baseball team good luck this season, and go Pirates.
All right, welcome back. Nolan Sykes in the box has already seen 1 pitch, and it missed for the ball. Now it is a 2-0 count, and he was a little low with both pitches. And he's ahead in the count quickly.
And Nolan Sykes with a great play there at the end of the second inning to double off the Jackets.
No doubt about where that one was, right down the middle, 2-1. As even when Mason misses, he doesn't miss by much, and you can say the same about Griffiths. 2-1, just below the knees, now 3-1.
Very good fastball from Mason there. 88 or 89 at the knees. It's pretty tough work right there for a hitter.
Good job laying off. As I believe that one missed outside, and that'll be ball 4. And Pirates draw a leadoff walk.
We'll take it. Leadoff walk from Sykes to flip it back over to the leadoff and Colony Walton. Walton drew a walk in his first at bat as third baseman. Jackson Sayer creeps in on the edge of the grass as one would suspect a bunt here. As Colin goes ahead and squares around, and he did offer at it. Or I thought he did.
I don't think they even asked for help. And the umpire is at second. He did call it a strike.
The field umpire actually said he foul-tipped it.
Okay. I don't think he did, but we'll call it that. Either way, he offered.
He did.
He never pulled the bat back.
A strike one way or the other. Nolan Sykes getting his lead at first base, and Mason picks off, and that was a whole lot closer than I thought it was going to be.
It was. He is in there safely. Collins going to look down at his wristband, make sure he's got the call right. Sykes shortened his lead up by a step. He's on his way. There's a bunt. And here's the throw to first. In time for out number 2, and he snaps the throw behind at second. And Sykes just does get back in time.
That was a very close play, as I believe Carter Mullis stayed home there. And as soon as he caught it, he was transitioning to make the throw to second. And that was a bang-bang play at second base, as that would have been a disaster for the Pirates. And Grayson Hall steps in the box with one out and a chance to give us the first run of the afternoon here.
And the first pitch to Grayson, he called that a strike. Looked to be a little low in the zone.
As it did, and that breaking ball, like you said, I thought was low as well, but 0-1 to Hall.
There's a ground ball hit towards the shortstop. He stands still, fields. Short hops to first baseman Mullis, but he's able to pick it up clean for out number 2.
Great read from Nolan Sykes there. That ground ball was hit almost directly at him. As soon as he saw contact and saw the ball hit the ground, he took off the third. So shortstop Eli Sanders didn't have a shot at him. Could only go across the diamond at first. So 90 feet away stands Nolan Sykes, and in steps the Pirate pitcher, Jason Griffiths, with a chance to help himself out here.
Pitcher's going to bounce to the outer half. That's where he wants it, and that's where he gets it, but it's too far out, 1-0. On the way. Same exact pitch now, 2-0. Great hitter's count here for Griffiths with a runner just 90 feet away. As he's going to swing at the 2-0 pitch and hit it foul down the third base line. So I believe he went off-speed pitch there. Somehow Dason got down there to even get a piece of it.
And still a good count for Dason to do some damage in. As a single would plate the first run here tonight and give the Pirates a 1-0 lead. 2-1 to Dason.
That one's hit high and foul out of play over the Yellow Jacket hitting facility. And that's going to even things up at 2-2. No score. Top half of the third. Pirates do have a runner just 90 feet away. Mason shakes his head yes as he gets the pitch he wants. 2-2. Lined out in the center field. Center fielder's coming. He's not going to be able to get there, and that's going to be the first run of the night for the Pirates.
As Jason's able to help himself out there and fight that one off with 2 strikes and throw the barrel out at it and hits a liner into center field that just gets down in front of Trayton Webster. But nonetheless, that does give the Pirates a 1-0 lead, as you're going to have Isaac Edenfield coming in as a courtesy runner. Good piece of hitting there from Dason. Great piece of hitting. Not trying to do too much. With 2 strikes, knew what he had to do and got it done. And that's a big first run.
It is. So 1-0 your score. Edenfield's going to be over at first as Livingston steps in.
Breaking ball, called strike. which I thought was a tad bit low as well, but
he got that call earlier.
He seems to be liking that pitch, and I think pitching coach Cody Ogilvy's keying in on it.
0-1, 88-mile-an-hour fastball, fouled back in over the concession stand.
Roughly letter high there. Nate just a hair late on it, and he's finding himself on a 0-2 hole here. 2 outs in the top of the third. Pirates have taken the lead.
Swung over the top of a breaking ball, gets away from the catcher. He's going to throw down the first, and that'll be out number 3, but not before the Pirates break the no score here. And they have a 1-0 lead. Go to the bottom half of the third. You're listening to Pirate Baseball on 96.7, The Big Wolf.
Hey, y'all, this is Appleton County Sheriff Mark Melton, proud supporter of our Pirate baseball team. I want to thank you for giving me the opportunity to serve you as sheriff. I'm seeking re-election, and I'm counting on your vote. When it comes to serving and protecting the citizens of Appleton County, my staff and I will crowd the plate and swing for the fences every single time. So help us hit a home run this election season. I'm Sheriff Mark Melton, and I approve this message.
They take the pain out of propane. Sykes Propane in Baxley is here to take care of all your residential, commercial, and agricultural propane needs. Sykes Propane also sells Warming Trends fire pits, Peterson Real Fire gas logs, Renai water heaters, Generac generators, and True Flame grills and outdoor kitchens. Owners Daniel and Danny Sykes are looking forward to serving you soon. Sykes Propane, located at 2174 Hatch Parkway South in Baxley. Give them a call at 912-367-1151.
Pirates have a 1-0 lead going into the bottom half of the third. And I believe they're going to bring up 7, 8, 9 here are the Yellow Jackets.
Ethan Picanzo is going to lead things off here in the bottom of the third.
So Dason still taking his warm-up pitches. He's throwing a few more on these cold nights. You kind of have to. Not that there's been long innings at any point. Every inning just went by pretty quick. But it doesn't take long in this kind of weather.
As we are only 35 minutes in, and we're approaching the bottom half of the third here. And if it's going to continue to go like it has been going, then this is going to be a fairly quick one as well. And that will do it for the warm-up pitches as second baseman Ethan Picanzo steps in the box.
Another righty for the Yellow Jackets.
And after helping himself out, Dason Griffiths is going to go back to work here against 7, 8, and 9 of this Yellow Jacket lineup.
Swung over the top of a fastball. 0-1.
Doing a very good job of getting ahead of hitters tonight.
Oh, and 2 is the count now.
Very quick 0-2. As Dason's in a good rhythm.
He goes change up, hit on a line over to Grayson Hall. He's able to make the catch for out number 1.
A little out in front as he flared it out to Grayson Hall, and that is a quick first out here in the bottom half of the third. It's going to bring up the left fielder, number 4, Camden Muntiak. And I do apologize if I'm pronouncing that name wrong, as he turns on a fastball and hits a fly ball out to left field, and Caden Walsh tracks it down for out number 2. And just like that, we have 2 outs here in the bottom half of the third. It's going to bring up shortstop Eli Sanders.
I don't know if that's Sanders or Saunders. It's got a U in it. So
it does. I wrote it down wrong then. Eli Saunders. For sure then.
That pitch, I missed the call, but they put 1-0 on the board.
You are correct.
As that ball's hit on the ground over to Grayson Hall at short. Fields throws. In time, out number 3. So 3 up and 3 down. Go the Yellow Jackets. Going to go to the top half of the 4th. Pirates lead 1-0. You're listening to Pirate Baseball on 96.7, The Big Wolf.
There are many ways to establish a working relationship with your bank. Let us help you find the perfect relationship here at Community Bank of Georgia. Our knowledgeable staff is committed to forming a relationship with each customer to provide a sense of unity to obtain the highest level of customer service. Whether you are opening a checking account for your children or opening your first business, experience relationship banking the way it used to be here at Community Bank of Georgia. Come see me, Perry White, or any of our courteous staff at Community Bank of Georgia at 700 West Parker Street in Baxley.
Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Play ball! Woody Folsom Ford is always proud to support the Pirates. When it comes to financing, selection, service, and sales, the team at Woody Folsom Ford knows how to hit it out of the park. Round the bases to Woody Folsom Ford in Baxley and see for yourself.
Let's go!
New or pre-owned, bling or budget, big or small, Woody Folsom Ford has them all. And ask about the lifetime powertrain warranty. It all starts when you talk to Woody.
It's gone!
Go Pirates!
Top half of the 4th coming up. Pirates working with a 1-0 lead as NJ Nats is going to be the leadoff batter.
Pirates have 5, 6, 7 due up here in the top half of the 4th. And a 1-run lead is not safe for this Yellow Jacket team either. And he starts Nats off with a breaking ball for a called strike.
So 0-1 the count. Makes him out of the stretch. Got him out in front of a breaking pitch. 0-2.
So 2 off-speed pitches to start Nats. Gotta think he possibly runs a fastball in here.
That's exactly what he does. An 89-mile-an-hour one at that, but it misses. 1-2. They go back breaking ball here. He does. And that swings and misses. And that'll be out number 1.
It's going to bring up the Pirate DH, John Evans Sykes. Jay Sykes 0 for 1 on the night.
Good fastball burns the black outer half, 0-1. One to nothing your score. Pirates leading the Yellow Jackets. Jeff Davis up and away now, 1-1. You know, Mason, you go back and look at these scores from Appleton County Jeff Davis games for the last 4 or 5 years, whichever one you want to choose. That one swung on and missed 1-2. They're all 1-2 run games for the most part.
Very close. More times than not, they're fairly low-scoring affair, but even if they're not, like you said, they are 1 or 2 run games. That breaking ball misses in the dirt, and it kicks off the catcher, Carlock, towards the Pirate dugout. Going to even the count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Two and 2 turns into 3 and 2. I guess that was just a little bit out of the zone. Sykes calls time. Umpire wasn't going to grant it originally and changed his mind and finally gave it to him. As Mason was just about to deliver. Ready this time. Pitch on the way. Lined into left field. Left fielder always sees a number. That's over his head and off the wall. Sykes has for sure got a double as the throw comes in. There's a 1-out double for J.E. Sykes.
Good piece of hitting there by J.E. Sykes. Got the fastball in the full count and did not miss it. Barreled it up and burnt the left fielder as it one hop that plywood fence out there. Jay Sykes seeing the ball pretty well through the first 4 or 5 games of the season.
He is. He's hitting it well. Top half of that Pirate lineup in average and everything else. That one will help.
Sykes is one we had high hopes from last year and had a decent season. Didn't quite live up to what we expected, but good to see him staying hot here. That is a breaking ball in there for a called strike to the Pirate first baseman, Cole Higgins.
He likes to start with the breaking ball.
He does.
0-1 pitch. Goes back to the breaking ball. Good job by Kerlock to keep that one in front of him.
And going back to J.E., other than Dason, I would have to say he probably possesses the most power in this Pirate lineup.
He just showed that there. As a left fielder, never had a shot to get with that ball.
He didn't.
1-1. Behind it was Higgins. He comes up empty, 1-2.
Too. And on the second time, he actually hit it back towards us. So we'll do it again here. 1 ball and 2 strikes, 1 out. Here in the top half of the 4th, your Pirates cling to a 1-0 lead.
Way outside as Kerlock almost had to dive for that ball. And that might be the most wild pitch other than that breaking ball that was in the dirt that we've seen from Mason tonight.
He's usually very steady, very consistent. Control is something that he very rarely has a problem with.
2-2 fastball swung on and missed. And that'll be out number 2 and bring up Jack Carter. Good crowd for the Pirates here tonight.
Always a great crowd when these two teams face off against one another.
And good crowd for Jeff Davis, too, but that's to be expected at home. But Pirates traveled well today.
They did. Jack Carter in the box.
Pick off attempt. Going to throw it into center field. As Sykes stood up, was going to go to third, changes his mind, and slams on the brakes.
And I believe he made a good decision there. Trayton Webster was in on the pickoff move as he did know it was coming, and he was crashing in just in case that happened.
If he throws that ball on the bag, Sykes may be out there.
As he did have him leaning there slightly.
Good swing by Carter. Just a bit under it. 0-1.
He's not going to get cheated.
Goes breaking ball that time, and Carter couldn't come up with it. 0-2. Had him fooled that time.
Sure did.
And there was a breaking ball that bounced around home plate. 0-2 the count. Goes right back to the breaking ball and a swing and a miss. And that'll be out number 3. So Pirates going to leave one stranded at second, but they still hold on to a 1-0 lead. You're listening to Pirate Baseball on 96.7 The Big Wolf.
Trinity Electrical Services is proud to provide the absolute best in industrial and commercial lighting. Folks from all around trust Trinity. They set the industry standard in industrial and commercial contracting work, including sports field lighting and airfield construction. Give owner Chad Hutchinson a call today. 912-366-7773. Again, that number, 912-366-7773. Trinity Electrical Services, located at 2317 Golden House West, Suite 4 in Baxley.
Looking for the perfect manufactured or modular home? Look no further. Introducing Uri's Home Center, your premier manufactured home dealer serving Georgia, Florida, and Tennessee. At Uri's Home Center, we're committed to finding you the ideal manufactured or modular home that fits your lifestyle and budget. Whether you're a first-time buyer, a growing family, or looking to downsize, we have the home for you. Call us today, 912-240-0111, or visit us on the web at uris.com. That's YUREZZ.com. Promotional offers and availability may vary. See store for details.
Bottom half of the fourth coming up. Dason Griffith still on the mound. As Pirates are holding on to a 1-0 lead.
And Dason Griffith's finishing up his warm-up pitches. One-run lead as the Pirates did strand a runner at second base in the top half of the fourth. Looks like we're going to be going down here. And we're going to get things started. We are back at the top of this Yellow Jacket lineup, Taft. Trayton Webster, Hayden Turner, and Duke Stone. 1, 2, 3 for the Jeff Davis Yellow Jackets.
Webster 0 for 1 on the night. Went down swinging in his first at bat. One of Dason's 3 strikeouts. As Dason works out of the windup. In the first pitch, he goes change up and got him way out front. Oh, 1 pitch. Another changeup. That one's hit high out in the center field. N.J. Nance calls everybody off and makes the play for out number 1.
Very quick first out there for your Pirates. We do like to see that. It's going to bring up Hayden Turner, who lined out to Cole Higgins at first base in his first at bat. Very good piece of hitting. And that changeup is pulled into the Pirate dugout.
He's went 3 changeups on the first 3 pitches of the inning. Got good results out of all of them. Livingston goes out and has a quick chat with Dason. He's back behind the plate and ready to go. 0-1 is hit high out in the center field. Nance is on his horse. And he makes the catch over his left shoulder for out number 2.
And that's going to bring up the Yellow Jacket DH, Duke Stone. And during Duke's first at bat, we were talking about another shoulder injury, or a shoulder injury, along with his elbow surgery he had earlier during the off season. And we did confirm it that he does have a small slap tear in that shoulder. So barring anything crazy, as Duke Stone might have tied this baseball game up,
he hits it off the bottom of the wall. He's rounding first. Here comes a throw into second. And Grayson has a little bit of trouble on the connection. And that'll be a 2-out double for Stone.
And the tying run is in scoring position with 2 outs. But to finish what I was saying before, Duke Stone one hop the left field fence. Barring anything crazy, he will be shut down on the mound this season for the Yellow Jackets. He will continue to play first base and DH when needed, depending on the lineup that night. But, yes, the Yellow Jackets did lose a big arm there, Taft.
He sure did. And after seeing that swing, he'll help them in that aspect. But you're right, it is a loss.
Anytime you lose your 1 or 2 guy at the AA level, it hurts, but especially when he's a Power 5 arm.
Carter Mullis, the batter now. And first pitch breaking ball upstairs. Backs him off the plate. So 1-0. Dason hadn't thrown many fastballs in this inning. If he goes one here. 1-0, change up, hit high out into the right center field gap. Jack Carter is going to be able to make the play, and the 2-out double by Stone does no damage. Pirates still holding on to a 1-0 lead. Going to go to the top half of the fifth. You're listening to Pirate Baseball on 96.7 The Big Wolf.
Hi, I'm Gretchen Johnson Bailey. Experience matters. Experience not only as a probate judge, but also in every aspect of the court's daily activities. I have worked in every position within this court and have the knowledge to continue to serve. The years have flown by as I have learned the probate laws and have implemented them. I stand on my record with the probate court. Look for the name Gretchen Johnson Bailey, Appling County Probate Judge, regardless of your party choice. I'm Gretchen Johnson Bailey, and I approve this message.
You've reached Cody's cell phone. Please leave me a message after the beep and I'll call you back.
Hey man, listen, I know your trailer's busted and you want to borrow mine, but I'm going to need it this weekend. So just do what I did. Go to Down to Earth Trailers in Baxley. Their parts showroom is huge. They will hook you up with everything you need to get your trailer up and running like brand new. They have a huge selection. They've been in business for over 20 years, so you know they're in it for the long haul. Give Down to Earth Trailers a call at 877-363-3007.
Untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like finding a new favorite shirt. That's simple human sense.
See Rents and Rents Insurance on South Main Street in Baxley or call 912-367-1479 for all your insurance needs.
All right, 9-1-2 due up here in the top half of the fifth. This is a very quick game. We're in the top of the fifth after just 54 minutes.
Less than an hour in. That's exactly what I was just looking at.
So Nolan Sykes going to lead things off for the Pirates. And he hits a line shot straight up the middle and by the pitcher's hip. And that's a leadoff single for Sykes.
Great piece of hitting by the freshman Nolan Sykes there. He was sitting dead red on that fastball. Mason thought with Sykes being at the bottom of the lineup that he was going to feed him a steady diet of those 88 and 89 mile fastballs, and he turned it around and hit it right back where it came from. Great start here for your Pirates in the top half of the fifth.
And, you know, that's great to see from the freshman. Sykes comes in and sees one of the better pitchers you could see all year, and he gets in the box confident, sends a shot right back up the middle as he walks and swings and misses 0-1.
Great piece of hitting. You love to see it.
I believe that's the third time tonight the Pirates has got the leadoff runner on, which is what you want. We're able to score him one time. Let's see if we can do it again. 0-1. As Nolan acts like he's going to go, but he holds on. Good fake down there at first. Fake me out, I should say.
Very good fake. I thought he was off. So 1-1 your count to your Pirate leadoff, Colony Watson. Drew a walk in his first at bat and got a sacrifice bunt down there in his second.
There's that low breaking ball that he loves to call, and he got it again, 1-2.
So Colin, in one of his favorite counts, anything that is a two-strike count, chokes up on that bat as Mason picks off over to first base to keep Sykes honest.
And I think Sykes kind of knew that was coming. He wasn't a step off of the bag. He never did take his second step. He just fell right back over to the bag. So good job. Good heads-up baseball. And that fastball, I thought was a little outside, but he got the call. And that'll be a strikeout and out number 1.
He did. His home plate umpire gave Alex Mason a few more inches than he's been given on the outside corner. And that's going to be the first out here in the top half of the fifth. Grayson Hall steps up to the plate.
No complaints about this umpire's zone so far. He likes that low breaking ball, but he's been very consistent with it. First pitch swung on by Grayson Hall, 0-1.
First pitch change up there to Hall. He was out in front of it.
But that's the first pitch that I thought you could really question. So it's been a well-called game behind the plate. 0-1. Bounces behind home, now 1-1.
Great job by Kerlock there to keep that ball in front of him. Last thing you want to do is allow Sykes to move up to second base with one out, and this Pirate team in the heart of their lineup 2, 3, and 4 here. Grayson Hall, Dason Griffiths, and Nate Livingston. Another pickoff move over to first base. Sykes diving back in safely. If you're just joining us, the game has been moving along rather quickly here. 1-0, Appleton County. Top half of the fifth. 1-1 to Grayson Hall. 1 out. Nolan Sykes is off, a hit and run. Grayson Hall bounces at the third, and they are going to get the out at first. But Nolan Sykes does get to second on the play, as I believe the third baseman, Sayer, would have had a very hard time getting Sykes at second regardless. So a hit and run that was executed fairly well. Could have went a little better for the Pirates, but we'll take it. We do have a runner in scoring position with 2 outs, and Dason Griffiths steps in the box.
Another opportunity for Dason to help himself out, as you said. As Carter Mullis made another good dig over there at first. That one's in the dirt. Carlott's able to keep it in front.
He did make a very good pick. It's making it look easy over there, and it's really not.
I mean, that's the second one tonight that definitely could have been bad.
And there's a lot of room behind first base here in Jeff Davis County.
Goes fastball right down the middle, 1-1. Don't think that's what Dason was looking for.
He was not. That would be a pitch that Dason swings at more times than not, as Jeff Davis does have a little action going on in the bullpen.
Was back with the fastball up above the letters, 2-1.
As I do remember playing here as a sophomore, Taft, and Jeff Davis's catcher at the time was Will Browning. I threw one of the better sliders I've thrown in my high school career, and he hit it clear over that flagpole in center field. I gave up 2 home runs in my high school career, and that was one of them, and I do remember it very well.
I vaguely remember that ball as well. 2-1, breaking ball, hit on the ground towards the shortstop. He snow cones it, throws across in time for out number 3. So nothing doing for the Pirates. Leave another one stranded at second. 1-0 your score. Bottom half of the fifth coming up. You're listening to Pirate Baseball on 96.7 The Big Wolf.
Let's go for a slice. Village Pizza in Baxley has the best pizza around. Everybody knows that, but did you know they've also got a variety of delicious cheese sticks, fresh sandwiches, and barbecue and hot wings? Why not treat yourself to the lunch buffet? It's chock full of just about everything your heart and stomach desires, and it's available from 11 a.m. until 2 p.m. They've got a party room in the back, perfect for birthday parties and meetings. Village Pizza on North Main Street in Baxley, open Monday through Saturday from 11 a.m. until 9 p.m. Give Village Pizza a call, 912-367-9851.
Are you looking for compassionate primary care for you and your family? Someone who can be there for you 7 days a week as needed? Well, look no further than Healthy Community Center in Baxley, where Cheryl Cox and Nicole Lee, family nurse practitioners, provide primary care to patients in Baxley and surrounding areas. If you're looking for a change or for someone who will be there for you when you need them, not just when it's convenient, give us a call at 912-705-2273 and let us take care of you.
Identify yourself. WUFE and W244CR. Baxley.
I like them even better now.
The greatest hits of all time. The Big Wolf 96.7.
All righty, welcome back here as we are heading into the bottom half of the fifth. Your Pirates still cling to a 1-0 lead over the Jeff Davis Yellow Jackets. Jeff Davis has got 5, 6, and 7 due up here. Alex Mason, Jackson Sayer, and Ethan Pacanzo will greet Dason Griffiths this inning. Alex Mason singled in his first plate appearance, right back up the gut.
So Mason has one of the 2 hits that the Yellow Jackets have been able to tally. 1 run on 4 hits for the Pirates, no runs on 2 hits for the Yellow Jackets.
What's Dason's pitch count looking like, Taff?
Got him around mid-30s mark. That's a change-up swung on and missed, 0-1.
You said the mid-30s?
That's what I got him at.
That is very impressive. If he's mid-30s, you might see the young man go all 7 tonight.
Might have missed a few here and there.
Even if he's up 40. As that changeup misses outside, I believe. He's going to even the count at 1 ball and 1 strike.
Hit on a line, but fouled down the third base line.
So Griffiths once again ahead of the Yellow Jacket hitter. 1 ball, 2 strikes. If you're just joining us, it has been a very quick game. We are just over an hour in, and we are in the bottom half of the 5th. Change up gets Mason swinging for the 3rd strike and the first out here in the bottom half of the 5th. As Griffiths threw, I want to say 3 change-ups during that at-bat right there, which was very impressive, looked very good, had Mason off balance that entire at-bat. Sig first out, and that's going to bring up third baseman Jackson Sayer.
Sayer lined out to the shortstop in his first at-bat. 1-0 is the count as that one misses. Goes back with the fastball, hard ground ball over to the third baseman Sykes. Throws it across and hits Higgins right in the chest with it. And that'll be out number 2.
Ethan Picanzo steps in for the Yellow Jackets. Very quick 2 outs here in the bottom half of the 5th.
That's kind of how these innings went. So my pitch count might not be too far off as that one hit back up the middle and into center field for a 2-out single for Picanzo.
Oh, yeah. I would agree with you there, Taff. As it would be very rare that I could see and validate a pitch count being in the mid to high 30s through 4 2/3. But the way this game is going, it would not shock me one bit, because I think Alex Mason's would be fairly low too. He's labored a tad bit more than Dason has, but not much more at all. It's going to bring in Camden Munsiak. 2 outs. Picanzo's a runner at first.
Foul tip into the catcher's mitt, 0-1.
One to nothing is your score as Dason Griffiths picks off before he comes set there, keeping Picanzo honest.
And when Dason has allowed hits, it's been with 2 outs a lot of times and hadn't allowed Jeff Davis to get anything going. And he's done the same here in this inning. That was just their 3rd hit. Now Munsiak watches a fastball miss upstairs, 1-1. Now I got him near that 50 pitch mark. Trying to get that verified. 1-1 line and a dive by Cole Higgins, and he makes the play for out number 3.
Possibly saving the tying run from scoring there, as Picanzo was off on the track of the bat. And if that ball gets past Cole Higgins and it does not hit the side of this bullpen here, that ball's going to trickle all the way down into the right field corner. And I would have to think with Picanzo's speed, that's going to tie the baseball game. But Cole Higgins with a great play diving towards the line to save what would have been a game-tying double at least. And nonetheless, the Pirates do hold on to the lead, 1-0. We're heading to the top half of the 6th, and you're listening to Pirate Baseball on 96.7 The Big Wolf.
Getting only one fuel bill a month sure saves time and money, and that's just one of the many benefits since Murray Oil and Altamaha Oil have teamed up. The combined businesses mean better pricing on most petroleum products. Be sure to fill up at the convenient key pumps just off South Main Street in Baxley, where all grades of fuel are available. And now when you need diesel, they make it easy to get your DEF fluid at the same time with their convenient DEF pump, only at Altamaha Oil. Murray Oil and Altamaha Oil, working together to better serve you.
When should you call Lisa Pierce at the Lisa Pierce Agency in Baxley? If you drive this. If you fly this. Lisa Pierce is serious about protecting your business investments and toys. Stop and see Lisa Pierce at 395 West Parker Street in Baxley, or call her at 912-367-4100. She makes it personal.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
Welcome back. Nate Livingston in the box to face Alex Mason. Here in the top half of the sixth, Pirates holding on to a 1-0 lead as that breaking ball's in the dirt. 1-0.
4, 5, and 6 due up here for your Pirates. Livingston, Nance, and Sykes.
Swung on and fouled straight back over our head. That'll even things up at 1.
I know goodness gracious. I was yawning and trying to talk at the same time. That does not work.
1-1 low, 2-1.
I asked last inning what Griffiths was. What's Alex Mason at, roughly?
I got him at 78. One's below the knees, 3-1. That one's right down the middle. Now 3-2. Went fastball.
Another positive thing I've seen tonight, Tap, if you look down into Jeff Davis's lineup in the box score, you do not see one base on balls.
Nobody asked for help on a check swing there.
I don't believe he went.
I don't either. I don't think it was even close.
As if you're Nate, you got to sell that. Stay on first base. And Coach Glass is going to make a trip to the mound here. And you would think that's going to be the end of the road for Alex Mason.
As if my pitch count is right, that was pitch number 81. And granted, that is unofficial, as I'm doing a lot of things over here. So I could be off a few here and there. But I'm usually fairly close. And you would think this early in the season, they wouldn't want him to get too much over 80. That would be my guess.
As that would be 5 1/3 for him tonight. If Glass chooses to, and he does not, he's going to leave Alex Mason out there. He's going to keep the ball in his horse's hands.
And that may have been a visit to see how he felt.
Just to check up. He's crossed that 80-pitch threshold, making sure everything's okay. It's a cold night, like Taff said early on in the season. Yes, you want to win this game, but at the same time, you do want to look after your arms, as it's going to be a very long season. And NJ Nance steps in the box.
And you start him off with a breaking ball. 0-1 to count. And Nance has seen a multitude of breaking balls in the last couple of nights.
I believe every at-bat tonight started off with a breaking ball.
He gets another one, swings and misses, 0-2.
And Jeff Davis has picked up on the fact that Nance has had a difficult time with the breaking ball.
Good job to call time there, as Mason was willing and dealing, working quickly. Yeah, I agree. I think they found that. Goes fastball upstairs, gets the swing and the miss, and that's out number 2.
Good pitch sequence there from Ogilvy. Breaking ball, fastball up. Very hard to lay off of.
Still a 1-0 score here in the top of the 6th. Appleton County leading Jeff Davis.
He brings up the DH J.E. Sykes, and he one-hopped that left field fence last time for a stand-up double. And he was sitting dead red there and swung right through a fastball on the inside corner for strike 1.
I almost bet my bank this is a breaking ball. 0-1 pitch. And that's exactly what it was, 0-2. Or 1-1, excuse me. I thought he called strike.
He did lay off of it. Thought about check swinging at it, but good thing he didn't.
Right back to the breaking ball. That was a good one right down the middle, 1-2.
As that has been his go-to pitch tonight when he gets ahead in the count, or even he threw it for a strike in about every count you can want him to tonight. Full count, 2-2, 1-2.
Went back to the high key, 2-2 as it misses. Yeah, he does not dread throwing it on any count. So he calls time and steps out of the box.
Good job of dictating this at bat, controlling the tempo. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here for the Pirate DH Sykes.
Breaking ball swung on and missed, and that'll be the 3rd out of the inning. Still a 1-0 ball game. Pirates leading. Going to go to the bottom half of the 6th. You're listening to Pirate Baseball on 96.7, The Big Wolf.
Livingston's Garage and Wrecker Service is Baxley's trusted auto repair shop. Their skilled and professional team is committed to getting you back on the road without breaking the bank. They do everything from oil changes and tire rotations to battery work and mechanic work, and they offer a 24-hour wrecker service. They even haul heavy equipment. Located on US 1 north of Baxley, Livingston's Garage, locally owned and operated. Give Livingston's Garage and Wrecker Service a call today, 367-2459. That's 367-2459.
Nothing beats that ride home after winning the big game, especially if you're riding home in your new ride from Woody Folsom Chevrolet Buick GMC. Woody's highly trained team has been coached to get you the most car for your money and the most money for your car. Let us go to bat for you. Whether you're looking for the latest, greatest, top-of-the-line sports car or a safe, sensible SUV to take the kids to and from the game, you'll find your perfect ride when you talk to Woody. Together, let's drive to Woody Folsom Chevrolet Buick GMC in Baxley.
Bottom half of the 6th coming up. Jason Griffiths is going to toe the rubber again. And he's had a pretty low pitch count, been very efficient through 5 innings. Having 4 strikeouts, only allowing 3 hits, has spun a gem through 5. Jeff Davis will bring 9, 1, and 2 to the plate. That'll be Saunders, Webster, Turner. And the Pirates trying to preserve this 1-0 lead. As we mentioned earlier in the broadcast, 1 or 2 runs could be enough in this game, as both pitchers have looked very good on the mound. So not a surprising outcome through 5 innings, but there's just runs have come at a premium.
Yeah. We figured this would be a low-scoring affair, especially if we saw the arms that we expected to see last night on the radio after the Wayne County game. We expected Alex Mason to be throwing for us and got word earlier today that we would be running out one of our guys as well. So Eli Saunders leads things off in the bottom half of the 6th. Fastball misses down in the zone. Ball 1. One of the few hitters that Griffiths fell behind tonight.
That is correct. As Saunders grounded out to the shortstop in his first at bat. That one's hit into center field. NJ Nance dives and makes an amazing play. Great play. He got a pretty late jump on that ball, and it died very quickly. And at the last minute, he stretched out and made a great play. Held the ball up there in his glove at the end as he was laying face down on the ground to confirm the catch, and that was a big first out there. The Yellow Jackets are back to the top of the lineup here in Trayton Webster. He was full sprint coming in behind second, and full extension makes the catch. As the first pitch is hit up the middle, Grayson Hall fields right in front of the second base bag. What a play by Grayson Hall to get out number 2. As that ball died on that second hop after it got over the mound, and Grayson was coming in as he was fielding a slow roller, and at the time he collected himself and gathered it off of that front foot and almost tripped, held his foot in there and threw a strike to first base to get a very speedy Trayton Webster. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th, and Hayden Turner steps in for the Yellow Jackets. That is not an easy play for a shortstop to make at all. As that first pitch by Turner swung on, hits it off the fist foul, especially after the first 2 hops are big Sunday hops, and then as it goes from the second hop to the third one, it dies. Great play as he makes a lot of difficult plays look pretty routine. That he does. 0-1 on the way. So he went change up, tried to check his swing, was not able to. 0-2 now. Curveball, swung on and missed, and that'll be the third out of the inning. We're going to go to the top half of the seventh. Pirates working with a 1-0 lead. You're listening to Pirate Baseball on 96.7 The Big Wolf.
If you're a Class A CDL holder with at least 2 years of experience, come on out and apply to Williams Brothers Trucking. WBT cares about the safety of their employees, and they want you as a part of their family. They offer great benefits, competitive pay, 401k, health care, and hauls that will have you back home every day. We look forward to working better together with you. Williams Brothers Trucking wants to wish the Athlone County Pirate Baseball team good luck this season, and go Pirates.
Hey y'all, this is Athlone County Sheriff Mark Melton, proud supporter of our Pirate baseball team. I want to thank you for giving me the opportunity to serve you as sheriff. I'm seeking re-election and I'm counting on your vote. When it comes to serving and protecting the citizens of Athlone County, my staff and I will crowd the plate and swing for the fences every single time. So help us hit a home run this election season. I'm Sheriff Mark Melton and I approve this message.
They take the pain out of propane. Sykes Propane in Baxley is here to take care of all your residential, commercial, and agricultural propane needs. Sykes Propane also sells Warming Trends fire pits, Peterson Real Fire gas logs, Renai water heaters, Generac generators, and True Flame grills and outdoor kitchens. Owners Daniel and Danny Sykes are looking forward to serving you soon. Sykes Propane, located at 2174 Hatch Parkway South in Baxley. Give them a call at 912-367-1151.
Welcome back. Going into the top half of the seventh, and we have a pitching change. I have not heard them announce it, but the number that we have on the roster, number 16, I believe is Beach.
Colby Beach
is righty,
replacing Alex Mason. Looks like we've got a new catcher behind the plate too.
Number 17.
Never mind. It is the same one. I guess I haven't paid attention to him standing up much tonight. He threw a strike down there to second base. So, yes, Carlock looks like the only change we have had.
I don't see Alex Mason on the field unless he went to first.
It looks like he went to first.
Okay.
I don't know where Carter Mullis ended up at.
84-mile-an-hour fastball in there for a called strike to Cole Higgins.
So slightly change of pace here. A couple miles an hour slower than what Mason was throwing at the Pirates.
Good breaking ball, swung on and missed, 0-2.
And still, you are very appreciative of another right-handed arm that's mid-80s coming out of your bullpen in a AA high school.
For sure.
And Jeff Davis continues to pull them out of everywhere. Always had an abundance of talent here.
Fastball as Carlock had to reach out of the zone to get that one, 1-2.
So 7, 8, and 9 due up here in the top half of the seventh for the Pirates.
Looks like we're going to get a pinch hitter. And Isaac Edenfield standing on deck. Breaking ball. Good job staying in there on that, but fouled it off out of play.
One and two should count. Beach looking good through the first few pitches we've seen.
Yeah, they always seem to find it. They have no shortage of righties that mid-80 guys.
At least.
But just throw the ball well. And maybe that's why they got 3 state championships in the last 6 years. Or part of it. And that one missed outside, 2-2.
Good eye from Cole Higgins there. That pitch is very hard to lay off with 2 strikes.
Even close.
Evens the count up here, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
So on the 2-2 pitch, Higgins swings at a breaking ball and comes up empty, and that's the first out of the inning. So Isaac Edenfield is going to be the pinch hitter for Jack Carter. Coach Griffiths tells the umpire the change.
I know I may be off, but as for me, this is my first time seeing Edenfield in the box this season, I believe.
I think you got a pinch hit the other night when you was here.
I could have overlooked it. Was it in Benedictine?
Wayne County.
Wayne?
They got one at bat.
In Appleton. Or last night? Wow. I usually don't miss little things like that.
There's a breaking ball way outside, 1-0.
One and 0 to Edenfield. Fastball right down the middle for called strike one.
And the 1-1 pitch from Beach. And it crosses around the ankles now, 2-1.
Two and one for the Pirate pinch hitter, Isaac Edenfield.
Swung on and missed now, 2-2.
A very healthy hack there. Did not get cheated.
He didn't. He lost his top hand on it.
Looking to give the Pirates an insurance run with one swing of the bat.
Two pitch. Fastball upstairs, swung on and missed. And that's out number 2.
It's going to bring up Nolan Sykes. See if he can flip this lineup back over as he's done the past 2 times very well. Walked in his first plate appearance and roped an Alex Mason fastball right back up the middle in his second plate appearance.
See if the Pirates can get anything going here with 2 outs in the top of the 7th, working with a 1-0 lead. Starts him off with a breaking ball, called strike one. One pitch on the way. Another breaking ball. He got the call on that one, and that one I'm not sure about, but 0-2 is the count. And that one started at the shoulders, and he caught it what looked like just below the letters on the inner half. But nonetheless, the count is 0-2. Goes fastball inside corner, got the call again, and that'll be the 3rd out of the inning. So the Pirates have a 1-run lead. Jeff Davis coming up in the bottom of the 7th. You're listening to Pirate Baseball on 96.7, The Big Wolf.
There are many ways to establish a working relationship with your bank. Let us help you find the perfect relationship here at Community Bank of Georgia. Our knowledgeable staff is committed to forming a relationship with each customer to provide a sense of unity to obtain the highest level of customer service. Whether you are opening a checking account for your children or opening your first business, experience relationship banking the way it used to be here at Community Bank of Georgia. Come see me, Perry White, or any of our courteous staff at Community Bank of Georgia at 700 West Parker Street in Baxley.
Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Play ball! Woody Folsom Ford is always proud to support the Pirates. When it comes to financing, selection, service, and sales, the team at Woody Folsom Ford knows how to hit it out of the park. Round the bases to Woody Folsom Ford in Baxley and see for yourself.
Let's go!
New or pre-owned, bling or budget, big or small, Woody Folsom Ford has them all. And ask about the lifetime powertrain warranty. It all starts when you talk to Woody.
It's gone!
Go Pirates!
Welcome back. Bottom half of the 7th. This game has flown by.
It has. Less than an hour and a half.
An hour and 26 minutes to be exact. That's what we're sitting at. And the Pirates are going to make a pitching change. They're going to bring Colin E. Watson to the mound. Looks like Dason went back to 3rd and Sykes slid over to 2nd, I believe.
Coming in for what would be a save opportunity.
And it was a great outing by Dason Griffiths.
Probably one of the better ones we've seen collectively over his high school career. I know it was not in the playoffs or in region play, but against a very good Jeff Davis baseball team at that, and did it in quite a fashion. I think he left with 53 or 55 pitches.
Yeah, we'll try to get an exact number on that. But he only surrendered 3 hits, had 5 strikeouts and no walks.
And Colony Watson comes in, and he's going to have to face the heart of this Jeff Davis County lineup in the bottom half of the 7th. Duke Stone, Carter Mullis, and Alex Mason. Probably their 3 big power threats here. As Duke Stone has a double this game.
Starts him off with a changeup in the dirt, 1-0. And Stone does have a double on the night. Goes right back to the changeup. Got the call that time. 1-1.
Good-looking pitch there. 2 straight changeups to start Duke Stone off. Got him guessing. Now you got several things to work with as Collins got that breaking ball and good fastball in his back pocket.
He got the fastball to buy him that time, 1-2.
92.
So not much change in the velocity from Griffiths to E. Watson. And then the 1-2. Fastball called, strike 3, and that's out number 1.
93 on the outside corner. That's tough sledding for anybody, Pat.
It sure is. Even being the hitter Duke Stone is, E. Watson just
carved him up.
Carved him.
Going to bring up Carter Mullis, who is 0 for 2 on the night. And like Stone, Mullis does possess the power to tie this baseball game as well.
Starts him with the changeup, swing and a miss, 0-1.
Very good-looking pitches. Collins, one of the ones that I have a closer relationship with than others, and talking to him, he loves the fastball changeup combination, and I do not know where that breaking pitch missed.
I hit a strike, so I got to change that. 1-1 is your count.
As that pitch was beautiful.
He's been calling it all night. Swing and a miss there. 1-2. And 1-0 is your score. We're in the bottom of the 7th. Jeff Davis down to the last 2 outs.
So been very heavy with the changeup here in the last 2 batters. It's thrown 2 to Carter Mullis. Started Duke Stone off with 2 of them as well. 1-2 pitch to Mullis.
Fastball out of half. Good looking pitch. Must have been a little too far out.
As I do believe it was outside. Tried to stretch the zone there.
It did. 2-2. Off-speed pitch. Hit it off an end cap foul.
Good change up there from me, Watson, as he's anywhere from 90 to 93 with his fastball, and that changeup came in at 80 miles an hour.
That's a good job keeping them guessing.
Very good. 2-2 here to Carter Mullis.
Breaking ball, fight me off swing, and just did get a piece of it.
That was more of a defensive swing than an actual swing.
And, you know, it's tough sledding for Jeff Davis, too, when you see Griffiths to start the game and then Colin comes in to get the save. It's
a double-edged sword.
It's not 2 guys that you want to see. As he calls time, and
that was a fairly late granted time there.
As Colin was in his windup.
He was. So we'll do it again here. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 1 out here in the bottom half of the 7th. Pirates cling to a 1-run lead.
2-2 called, strike 3, dropped by Livingston. He's going to have to throw it down to first, and he does. And that'll be the 2nd out of the inning. The Pirates just 1 out away from getting the job done here in Hazelhurst.
A marquee win over a very good opponent. And Colony Watson's going to have to go through Alex Mason here, as he is the Yellow Jackets' last chance this afternoon, or tonight, I should say, as Mason had a very impressive outing on the mound as well. Usually 4 hits and 1 run will likely win you a baseball game, but Jeff Davis has not been able to do much with the bats tonight, as that breaking ball misses outside for ball 1.
Misses inner half there, now 2-0.
So the first time he's fell behind the hitter.
And the Big righty Mason awaits the 2-0. Swung on, fouled off towards the Pirate dugout, 2-1.
So 2-0. You would think Mason's sitting dead red on the fastball there, and he was just out in front of that breaking ball for me, Watson. So good pitch call there, keeping him off balance. And his first at bat, I believe it was, lined one.
2-1. Breaking ball looked like in the dirt. And that's going to run it to a 3-1 count. Breaking ball misses upstairs, and that's a 2-out walk for the Yellow Jackets. And they still have life.
As I do know, that breaking ball did miss high, but that same pitch has been called a strike twice on the Pirates in the past 2 innings.
It was.
We're going to get a courtesy runner, first base. It'll be Jude Worthington once again. And as he settles in at first, Jackson Sayre is going to settle in at home plate and going to try to pass the torch back to Ethan Picanzo.
Sayre, go ahead.
With hopes of tying it up.
Sayre grounded into a double play, or lined into a double play, and then grounded out to the third baseman and buckles it back. And that pitch is a called strike.
Wow. I guess he gave us that one back.
He must have. We'll take it.
We sure will.
Fairly good lead over at first. Swung on, hit up the middle. Grayson Hall is able to catch it, steps on second for the third out of the inning, and the Pirates are going to win this baseball game by a score of 1-0, Mason.
An hour and 33 minutes in. We have a complete ball game here. That was a very big win for the Appleton County Pirates coming in to Jeff Davis County, beating a very good Jeff Davis Yellow Jacket baseball team, and not only beating them, but beating their ace, as Alex Mason will be the number 1 guy going forward since Duke Stone is on the shelf, and held off from pitching that this time. But we will settle in right here and let the post-game rituals conclude, and we'll be right back with the box score and some stats and possibly some more interviews. You're listening to Pirate Baseball on 96.7 The Big Wolf.
Trinity Electrical Services is proud to provide the absolute best in industrial and commercial lighting. Folks from all around trust Trinity. They set the industry standard in industrial and commercial contracting work, including sports field lighting and airfield construction. Give owner Chad Hutchinson a call today. 912-366-7773. Again, that number, 912-366-7773. Trinity Electrical Services, located at 2317 Golden House West, Suite 4 in Baxley.
Looking for the perfect manufactured or modular home? Look no further. Introducing Uri's Home Center, your premier manufactured home dealer serving Georgia, Florida, and Tennessee. At Uri's Home Center, we're committed to finding you the ideal manufactured or modular home that fits your lifestyle and budget. Whether you're a first-time buyer, a growing family, or looking to downsize, we have the home for you. Call us today, 912-240-0111, or visit us on the web at uris.com. That's YUREZZ.com. Promotional offers and availability may vary. See store for details.
Hi, I'm Gretchen Johnson Bailey. Experience matters. Experience not only as a probate judge, but also in every aspect of the court's daily activities. I have worked in every position within this court and have the knowledge to continue to serve. The years have flown by as I have learned the probate laws and have implemented them. I stand on my record with the probate court. Look for the name Gretchen Johnson Bailey, Appleton County Probate Judge, regardless of your party choice. I'm Gretchen Johnson Bailey, and I approve this message.
You've reached Cody's cell phone. Please leave me a message after the beep and I'll call you back.
Hey man, listen, I know your trailer's busted and you want to borrow mine, but I'm going to need it this weekend. So just do what I did. Go to Down to Earth Trailers in Baxley. Their parts showroom is huge. They will hook you up with everything you need to get your trailer up and running like brand new. They have a huge selection. They've been in business for over 20 years, so you know they're in it for the long haul. Give Down to Earth Trailers a call at 877-363-3007.
Resetting your password, unsubscribing from emails, printing anything. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your business doesn't have to be one of them, so you can get back to more important things, like learning how that printer works. That's simple human sense.
See Rinse and Rinse Insurance, South Main Street in Baxley, or call 912-367-1479 for all your insurance needs.
Welcome back. And what was a very short but a very good baseball game if you're a Pirate fan, as we were able to get the victory by a score of 1-0. As Sheriff Mark Melton just walks behind us and says hello. But a good baseball game if you love pitching duels. And it was a good baseball game in general, but man, it was fun to watch.
If you like good pitching duels, as you just said, Taff, if you like quick, low-scoring affairs, if you truly appreciate the little things in baseball, you like this one is small ball. You sacrifice bunt from the Pirates tonight. We were able to get them down successfully. Probably the best outing we've had on the mound so far yet in Dason Griffiths. Did a great job, came in. And I'm looking real quick as Dason did not walk anybody. Colin came in, got the save, and he walked Alex Mason there after he jumped out, even the count. But all in all, from what we had last night to this tonight, almost a completely different baseball team, Taff.
It was. And looking at that Dason Griffiths pitching line, he went 6 innings, gave up 3 hits, 5 strikeouts, and no walks. Colin Ewalton come in, got the save, went in and got a walk and 2 strikeouts. So you can't ask for much better.
No, sir.
And it looks like that's who we're going to have on the interviews tonight. We're going to have Colin and Dason. See if we can get them for you. Who we got first? So, Mr. Griffiths, we meet again. All right, now you're unmuted. Yes, sir. I said we meet again. Me and Mason was talking. First off, big victory over another rival, Jeff Davis. Me and Mason both agreed this could have been one of the best outings we've seen from you throughout your whole career. You looked excellent on the mound. You just felt good out there tonight?
Yes, sir. I did a lot of preparation and got myself ready to go with these guys. Jeff Davis is a really good baseball team, so I had to prepare right, eat right, sleep right, and do everything right just to, keep them at 0, 51 pitches through 6.
Well, you kind of did it by yourself. You got the big hit there to get the run. Looked great on the mound, and that's you can't ask for much more going into some more tough games with West Lawrence and all them coming back up. We'll get this team again, but I just want to tell you, excellent job on the mound tonight.
Yes, sir.
And we look forward to seeing you again.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Mr. Ewalton.
Yes, sir.
Get you on the mic again here. You got to come in tonight and got a big save.
Yes, sir.
That might be the loudest truck I've ever heard. But there wasn't much to talk about offensively tonight. It was kind of a pitcher's duel. Mason threw a good game for them. We just outdueled them.
Yes, sir. I mean, Mason's one of the best pitchers we're going to see all year. Real good buddy of mine. I love competing against him, but dude's got an arm for sure.
He does. We said it on the radio several times. You won't see 3 pitchers that are any better than what you've seen tonight. Just about anywhere in the state.
Yes, sir.
So, are you looking forward to the West Lawrence game?
Oh yeah, I can't wait. I think we're going to have our little lefty on the mound again, and then I think I'm coming back at Jeff Davis next week.
Well, good deal, man. Congrats on the big win tonight against Jeff Davis.
Thank you.
We look forward to seeing y'all again Friday night.
Yes, sir.
All right, Coach Griffiths. Well, we get a little bit better attitude tonight after we get a win.
Yeah, it was a pitching duel tonight. Hats off to Dason and Colin, man. That their leadership with this team and how they carry themselves on and off the field, and then to come out here tonight and pitch the way they did, and it speaks a lot to those 2 guys. And the defense behind them was great tonight. Cleaned up a couple of errors, things that we'd done over the weekend and last night, and we played some good baseball. We just got to cut down on strikeout staff.
It does. It speaks to the coaching staff, the team as a whole. And you took a tough loss against Wayne County last night, come out tonight, and I thought we looked like a total different baseball team.
That's right. I haven't mentioned this yet, but I want to make a shout-out to my assistant coaches, Kyle Miller, the hitting coach, Kyle Mercer, the pitching coach, Coach McCraney is our defensive guru. You know, those guys work tirelessly to put us in the right positions, and, you know, I'm just kind of guiding the ship. So hats off to my assistant coaches. They do a hell of a job.
They do. And I believe we have Wes Lawrence later in the week.
I told the boys, kind of made a joke, hey, guys, we get to practice tomorrow. So we'll fine-tune some things over the next 2 days, and then we'll hit the road and go see Wes Lawrence on Friday. That's a different start time. I believe that's a 5:30 start time for Friday.
Well, we'll be there to cover all the action, but we look forward to seeing you again on Friday night. Congrats on another big win.
I appreciate you. Appreciate Pirate Nation, too. Go Pirates.
All right, get Mason back on the mic here. As Mason, I tell you, anytime we get Dason and Colin both on the mic, man, they should both go to school for PR because they're both so well spoken on the mic.
Good ball players, and even more important than the game of baseball, they're good young men. Always respectful, kind, and in a sense selfless, and that's what you need on a good baseball team. You need 9, 10, 11, 12 selfless guys that are willing to buy in to each other and know at the end of the day they got their back. And if this team continues to do that, I'm telling you, on paper, you can't ask for much more at any high school program. But what we've got this year with the pitching staff, and then I do expect the bats to come along nice. But this is a prime example of what I'm seeing all year and what I had envisioned. This Pirate baseball team does not have to score 6 or 7 runs a game to be successful this year. As we saw right there, we've got 2 guys at the top end of our staff, 90 to 93. Jason for 6 innings. Colin come in, shut the door, did a great job. And any other night, that can be flip-flop. Colin can go 6. Jason can come in, shut the door in the 7th. But with that, those 2 horses at the top of our staff, along with Jack Carter, Isaac Edfield get healthy, Caden Walls, Jared Dean. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. But yes, this Pirate baseball team has a lot of arms this year. As long as we do not beat ourselves defensively, cut down on those strikeouts like we did a great job of doing tonight, and executing sack bunts, small things, we're going to be a very hard baseball team to handle, especially come playoff time.
We are, and this one goes a long ways towards building that confidence to getting to where you want to get. And anytime you can come to Jeff Davis and get a big win, man, it's a good night.
Without a doubt. And I've played for some great coaches. Appleton County's got some great coaches. I've played against a lot of good coaches, but I would have to go out on a limb and say Paul Glass has cemented his name in high school baseball history here in Jeff Davis County, and coming over here into his home field and taking a big one away from him with his ace on the mound. You can't ask for much more on a Tuesday night down here in South Georgia.
Oh, no disrespect to any other coaches. Coach Zach Griffiths is building his resume. He started off with 2 really good years. But Coach Glass, you can't deny, might be the best to do it around here.
Yes, sir, without a doubt. I'd have to agree with you there, Taff. It's very impressive. I know we've said it time and time again, but I'll continue to tip my cap to him and to this baseball program as long as I do this, and even when I'm off there. But 3 state championships in 5 or 6 years, like we said, it's hard enough to win 1, much less 3 in a 6-year span.
It sure is. So a successful night for the Pirates, and your final box score was Appleton County 1 run on 4 hits and no errors. Jeff Davis, no runs on 3 hits and no errors. And there's another change, Mason, that we haven't seen so far this year. No errors for either team. That's something we haven't seen yet.
Clean baseball, and that's what Coach Griffiths and I were talking about right before he got on with the interview. Clean baseball, executing small things tonight. He had a talk with a few of his upperclassmen, a few of his leaders last night. You know, told them to quit pressing. Hey, you've played this game at a high level for a very long time. Just because you're a senior this year or you have a big role on this baseball team doesn't change your mindset, doesn't change the pressure of the game. You've been doing it very well. We trust you in that situation. So go out and do what you've been doing for 13, 14 years and continue to be the guy you are. And we saw that tonight as, yes, it was a 1-0 ball game, but we expected this game to be extremely low scoring, and that it was. Beat probably the most complete pitcher we've seen all year in Alex Mason, and that does go a long ways as the Pirates bats have been up and down. I'd say they've been inconsistent so far this year. We've played, a solid 3 or 4 innings of baseball in every game, scoring very early in the game and then kind of coasting through. But tonight, like you said, runs were going to come at a premium, and we knew that. So it was very important to get on the board early and then lock it down from there. And our defense did an amazing job. And tip the cap to Jason Griffiths and Colleen Walton on the bump, as I would expect nothing less from them, as they held a very good Jeff Davis County baseball team to 3 hits and shut them out tonight.
And they did, and I think that takes Jeff Davis to a 0-4 record. But for those that don't follow it very closely, I don't care if they start 0-6, 0-7. Do not let that fool you, as I will. You can bet your bottom dollar you want to get into the Sweet 16, Elite 8, Final 4 rounds, you will probably see Jeff Davis's name on the bracket. It happens every year, no matter how they start or how they finish.
Like you said, they could somehow sneak out the 4 seed in their region and could end up in the Final 4 of the state championship game. Paul Glass is that good of a coach, and he's got that good of a baseball team over here. I know we didn't see it tonight, but they can hit it, they can pitch it, and their defense is still sound, as they didn't lose hardly anybody from last year. And like you said, the team that put them out was arguably on paper the best team in AA. Mount Perrin ended up playing their rivalry North Cobb in the state championship game, and both of those teams were as good of high school baseball teams as I think I've ever seen.
Yeah, they really were, and I said all that to say this: it's a big win for the Pirates tonight, and it's a team where we know we're going to see them one more time, and it's a team that we hope this Pirate team could see in the playoffs again. And I think they'll be there, and I believe this Pirate team will as well.
Wouldn't it be something to end up on the opposite side of the bracket like 2012 and meet each other in the state championship game? Local rivalries 15 minutes apart, playing for the big boy. It's definitely not out of the question.
Well, we've mentioned how good Jeff Davis was, but the Pirates got the better of them tonight, and that's about going to do it here for us. For Mason Parker, Taft Vaughn, you've been listening to Pirate Baseball. Appleton County gets a big win, 1-0 over the Jeff Davis Yellow Jackets. We'll see y'all Friday night when we take on West Lawrence. You've been listening to Pirate Baseball on 96.7 The Big Wolf.
You've been listening to Appleton County Pirate Baseball on the Big Wolf 96.7. This broadcast has been brought to you by Community Bank, Renson Insurance, Sykes Propane, Down to Earth Trailers, Woody Folsom Ford, Woody Folsom Chevrolet Buick GMC, Uri's Home Center, Trinity Electric, Murray Oil, Village Pizza, South Georgia Insurance Agency, Williams Brothers Trucking, Healthy Community Center, the Lisa Pierce Farmers Insurance Agency, and Omaha Building Systems. Thank you to our sponsors.